Our second interview of the night. There's a film coming out by him. He is a documentarian, filmmaker. The movie is called Weapons of Mass Deception. And we are excited to have on the show filmmaker Terry Fritch.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
All right. How are you? Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, it's great. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me on.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I was listening online just now to your show, and you played a Monkey song.
Yes. Oh, that's right. We played What Am I Doing Hanging Around?
Which I loved when I was a kid. That really takes me back because I must have had all those Monkey singles when I was a kid growing up in the late 60s.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And, so that was a great stroll down memory lane. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. The Monkees were a great band, and it's nice to have all those original records on compact disc now, I guess, so that people can, a whole new generation of people can enjoy that stuff. So
that was a record that you played?
I'm sorry?
That was a record that you played, you said?
No, I played a compact disc of, like a collection of those. It was the Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones album, but on CD.
Wait, so I'm a little confused. They put the actual records on a compact disc. I haven't actually been following a lot of the latest musical development, so I don't know. I guess I was confused a little bit. So it's actual records on a CD, old records.
No, old records in the way that it's the songs that it's not the actual vinyl 12-inch put on a CD. It's the songs that were on that vinyl LP.
Re-recorded.
No, not re-recorded. The songs that were on that vinyl LP.
Right.
They take those songs off the master tape, which they also used way back when to make the vinyl LPs.
So the same tapes.
And now they take those songs and they make CDs out of them.
They make CDs out of the tape?
You mean physically?
Yeah. Is that what you mean?
No, CDs are not physically made out of the tape. No, the CDs are made out of CD. I don't even know what CDs are made of, but no, the LPs and
so the original records are. I got. I'm very sorry to get you off topic here.
Okay, I should say our author is Terry Fritch. The name of the film is Weapons of Mass Deception, which I guess a lot of people. It's a subject that's kind of on America's mind right now.
Yes, it's very current right now.
And it's your film kind of has been called in a lot of circles something of a whistleblower of a movie.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it was shot over the last year, primarily in Iraq, and you know what? I'm still thinking about what you said about that Monkey CD. Is it made of vinyl? I'm just confused by this.
No, it's a CD. Are you familiar with CDs?
Sort of.
You've seen them. They're like 5-inch.
I've seen them, but I thought CDs were primarily new music. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, no, they've taken CD and not correctly. CDs, the old albums,
right,
that you were listening to when you were a kid,
right,
listening to the Monkees,
right,
on LP,
right.
Now, they don't make the LPs anymore. You're aware of that?
I think I heard that, yes.
Yeah, they don't make the LPs anymore. They make CDs now.
Right.
So now if you want a copy of this Monkees record...
Right. Wait, it's a record, though. Is that what you're saying?
What, the Monkees? No, it's not you mean like an LP record? No, it's not. That's an LP.
You said.
No, I said record. Okay, I meant album, like a collection. Okay, it's a Monkees, the collection of songs.
Okay, so it's like a compilation of sorts.
Well, no, it's not a compilation either. It's
So they don't make those?
They don't make compilations?
I thought
No, they make...
I thought the CD market was supposed to be like all-encompassing and everything.
Yes, it is all-encompassing.
Okay.
They make compilations on CD, yes.
Oh, okay.
They make normal albums, like the
I thought you said that they don't make albums anymore.
They don't make vinyl records anymore.
Okay.
No, they don't make vinyl records anymore. They make CDs now that are the same songs that were on the vinyl record, but now they're on a CD.
But do you still hear that? You know how even on the best stereo systems, I remember back in the 70s, you know, you would get these great stylus needles, and there'd still be some fairly audible popping. Is that evident on the CD? That doesn't seem like that would be right.
No, you don't get any popping on the CD,
even though they're recorded from the records.
Wait, I'm lost now. The CDs are not. No, the CDs are not recorded from the records. The CDs are.
Tom, I'm sorry. I've gotten you so far
yes,
off track.
Please.
I'm sorry.
The name of your movie is called Weapons of Mass Deception.
That's right.
And it's a documentary.
Yep.
Kind of taking on a heads-on approach to this whole weapons of mass destruction.
Exactly. How much how led astray was America by our president, and in turn was he led astray by other powers, the English.
Now, in the movie, you claim to have some pretty hard evidence that these weapons were that these weapons did not even exist.
Tom, I got to ask you. So with the CD versions of the records, do you still get the same cover, or is it different because it's so small?
Yes, it's the same cover, but it's small.
Okay.
It's the same artwork that you got on your record that's now on the album, the CD album.
Wait, it's the same artwork, but the package is so much. The package is so much smaller.
Yes, it's reduced down. Imagine like they took your album, and instead of being 12 inches in diameter, it's now 5 inches in diameter.
And it's made of cardboard, like the album covers of my day.
What, the LP? I mean the CD?
The CD, yes.
No, the CD is not made of cardboard. It's made out of paper, and it's in like a plastic case.
Huh. Okay.
They call that a jewel box.
Well, that opens up a whole other thing. What are they? It's made of jewels, or?
No, it's made of plastic. It's not made of jewels.
That's like.
It's a confusing term.
It is confusing.
It's a plastic case.
Okay, there's no need to raise your voice.
I'm not raising my voice. I'm just trying to make a clear point to you.
Okay, well.
Because aspects of it seem to be eluding you.
Oh, really? Well.
A little bit.
Well, I'm a documentarian, and you're a DJ, and I don't think that you have any right to talk down to me just because I have been out of the loop for at least a decade in terms of what's new with the music formats. I don't think that you have any right at all to speak to me like that.
Well, I apologize.
Oh, do you?
Yes. Now, your movie is called Weapons of Mass Deception.
Yes.
And it's, again, people...
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
You've not seen it, and you... that's so typical of Deirdre.
Who is Deirdre?
She's my publicist.
That's who did set the interview up.
At Cinemedia, and she's been screwing up left and right on this thing, and yeah, it's just typical, you know. So anyway, yeah, I guess you want me to describe the whole movie to you?
Well, not to describe the whole movie. I mean, I guess there is the one part of the movie that a lot of people call the smoking gun part of the movie, which I guess you filmed in Iraq.
That's right, yes, yeah. it's funny, when I was in Iraq, they have these, like market stalls, that sort of thing.
Sure.
And they only sell cassettes there. Like, I didn't see any CDs at all.
Okay.
And it just seems like it's interesting that back, I guess, in the 80s or so, I think cassettes were the big deal. Is that right?
Yes, cassettes and LPs.
Yeah.
And then the LP was phased out in favor of the CD.
But they're making CDs out of LPs now.
No, they're not making CDs out of LPs.
That's what you said earlier.
That's definitely not what I said earlier.
Well,
No, they're taking the songs that were on LPs,
right, like you said,
and putting them on CDs.
So they're just taking 45s and putting those on. Is that
No, they're taking the songs that were recorded onto tape.
right?
Right?
Okay.
And
Like
they're
a
taking
cassette.
Bigger than a cassette.
Okay, like a big cassette.
Exactly, like a big cassette.
Okay.
Here's
I've never seen one of those. What's that called?
It's called a reel-to-reel.
Oh, okay. I do remember those. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I want you to picture.
Okay.
You're in the Monkees.
Oh, and please don't talk down to me, okay?
Again, I'm not talking down to you. I'm just trying to explain this in terms that will make sense to you.
Oh, like a child would understand.
Not like a child. No, like... Well, you have to admit you seem to have some sort of wall up about this.
I guess I did not understand what you were saying about the records being turned into compact discs.
Okay.
And all of that.
Do you understand it now?
I've been yes, Dad, I do.
I wasn't saying it in that like that.
Well, that's how it came off.
Well, I didn't mean for it to come off the way. I apologize. I should say we're joined by Terry Fritch, who is a filmmaker. His documentary is called Weapons of Mass Deception. And it takes on the whole weapons of mass destruction thing that you call the myth of the weapons of mass destruction.
That's right.
Now, what led you to this subject?
Oh, well, there were rumblings very early on about this. Were there weapons of mass destruction in Iraq or not? And as time went by, I began to really question it, and I know others in the media did also. And I thought, I've got to get on this. And somehow I was allowed access into remote parts of the country that others did not have. And do you think my old Monkees albums are worth anything?
Maybe they're worth like $15, $20.
No, they're not CDs.
I understand that. You're talking about your albums.
Yes.
Your LPs.
Yes, and I have some 45s, and I should go to one of those places that you're talking about and get them put on a CD. How would I go about doing that?
I'm lost here. So you mean you want to take your Monkees, your LPs?
Yes.
Your record albums?
Right.
And have them, converted into CDs?
Yes, like the things that you're playing on your show.
Which are what? What are they again?
You said they were, I guess you said they were CDs of old songs.
Yes.
That you're playing, and I want to have that done to my albums.
Well, you don't need them done to your albums. You can just go buy the CDs.
But it won't be the exact thing I've got.
It definitely will be the exact thing you've got.
How?
It's the same exact songs, which have already been converted over for you, but not even from an LP, from the master tape, which gives it the best quality.
But how do you know what mine sound like? Mine might be in excellent condition, my record.
Well, these CDs are definitely in excellent condition.
Well, I'm just telling you that I've taken great care of my stuff over the years.
Well, I'm a bully for you then.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah.
What'd you say to me?
I said bully for you.
Meaning?
I'm glad you've taken great care of your albums.
Son, you've got some attitude, and I'm just about sick of it.
Well, I had you on as a guest, Mr. Fritch. You're here to talk about your documentary, not to talk about your stupid Monkees records all night.
Oh, my Monkees records are stupid. I think you're stupid.
Well, I think you don't understand anything, and I can't believe you actually managed to navigate through the country of Iraq for a year and actually uncover something shocking about this whole weapons of mass destruction.
Look, just because I don't understand technology like you do doesn't mean that I'm inferior to you.
No, it has nothing to do with technology. Nothing.
Look, son, this interview is just about over. If you
well, thank you. I'm glad you...
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you want it to be over?
I want to learn about the weapons of mass deception, not have to explain the difference between an LP and a CD to an adult.
Well, if you would have explained yourself a little better, I would have probably understood quicker.
Oh, maybe if you would have entered a record store in the last 20 years.
Maybe I don't have time to. Maybe my mother's been sick.
Okay.
I mean, she hasn't been, but maybe she has.
So you have not made it over to a record store in the last 20 years?
I have not, no.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, I think you have, so you have your work cut out for you on that. Now, what did you shoot this movie on digital video?
You know what I'm going to cut out?
What?
Your heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Look out.
Yeah, look out.
This interview's over. Get bent and get your heart cut out.
And thank you. Get my heart cut out. There we go. There we go.